All right. Peace and blessings of Sappho, the Honor One, Hakisha Core, the Success Scholar, Knowledge Gangster. I want to do this piece talking about Steve Harvey's comments about Las Vegas and gambling and how to get a free drinks in Las Vegas. I just happened to be riding in the car, kind of flipping through stations in between, changing my constructive, positive audios that I listen to. And Steve Harvey was speaking and giving individuals, his audience on the radio, an elaborate analysis, of how to not pay for drinks in Las Vegas now, and also he mentioned how to get what was it, a free hotel room in Las Vegas. Now, for those that may not know, I researched the ill effects of gambling. Certainly when it came to the Maryland area, rather recently, it was approved several years ago, and since then, you've had Casino Live. You've had the what is this down the street, Horseshoe, and recently you had the $1.4 billion casino in Prince George's County area, MGM. So, and rather recently, I had the opportunity first. I wanted to see what $1.4 billion of our tax dollars actually go to. See, I'm a little different. I mean, although you may see me around around different places at being an advocate. I'm a holistic thinker and a real wealth thinker, and that's not what politicians actually think about. They think about, you know, really foolish things in terms of personal development, in terms of individuals. So I can't understand how individuals, first and foremost, would support something as silly as gambling and lottery anyway. But um, with that being said, many people respect Steve Harvey in terms of his success. I know he got a think like a success uh, tour or something like that, or a conference where many of the black professionals and many of them who coach and train with Steve Harvey, uh, they are not necessarily very well rounded in the sense like the Success Scholar, and they will allow for something like that to kind of get through, to get said on the radio airways. They won't necessarily critique that at a time like I'm doing. Many people whom I personally know that who may not necessarily feel it's appropriate to critique that and to offer a conscious, you know, study and analysis of that, to where to let people know that that's not, what intelligent people, certainly intelligent broke people, should do. So rather recently, and I just went and I looked at the casino, the 1.1 billion, 4 billion, and I've never, like, I don't go to casinos generally speaking, for just about nothing, anything at all. But I'm just, it's like coming around me and now so much, and I'm feeling like it's poisoning the culture to a degree, and I feel like I need to speak out and say something about it. Being someone that understands wealth, and people think about wealth differently, of course, and I think about what's good for the common person, what's going to really truly help. And there's been studies that with incoming uh, casinos, crime rates goes up, poverty goes down, and I mean poverty goes up, it's almost like it's a pyramid scheme. When you talk about a pyramid scheme, it's like where are these dollars going, um, and who are they benefiting? Hmm? So for instance, when I see, like, I went to the MGM and I just was looking around. It was, I have a little bit of freedom, so I just kind of slid through there. I was down that way, so I was like, let me just slide through there for a couple minutes and just observe, look around, and I just saw so many people, like black people, during the daytime, pulling levers, just sitting down. I mean, and they look, kind of defeated. They look defeated, like this is just like, this is my hope. And instead of spending 50 cents, spending a couple quarters or whatever, a dollar, and going to a thrift store and buying a book on something to empower yourself, or uh, some knowledge that's going to enhance your career and life skills and your people skills, you will spend hours pulling. And I guess that's where the free drinks come from. I didn't know that, so some people go there so that they can get free drinks and just gamble their life away. So that's the dynamic. So it's alcoholism on top of gambling. And there are generally some uh, intelligent people otherwise that they go gamble all the time, and they don't think twice about it, or they have their event there. The drinking, social networking crowd, the black professional Negroes. They spend their their money. Oh, where we going to casino? It's a party down there. Next thing you know, you sitting there popping. Oh yeah, funny. And next thing you know, you're broke, or you're a damn gambling addict. I know that people say, well, it's a free world. People can spend the money all they want or where they want, and might want to we should keep it in Maryland. I mean, again, folk are free to do what they want to do. I mean, I ain't gonna, you can't lock people up and tell them what to do with their money. But although taxes do take money from you, and other people always taking money from you, but you know, you get the bells and whistles of a casino, and they pump you up like an inflated, empty vessel. So, and let me just say this again. It's not like a real hardcore attack on Steve Harvey, but I just think that he's just doing the bidding, of an unconscious black man, and upholding a system that's aimed at oppressing poor and ignorant individuals. And so I know that many of those people benefit off of the ignorance of your oppression. So I'm sure that maybe he's done a show or have these connections and collaborations with other individuals. So I'm sure he gets his cut somehow. But I don't think that he's a successful example. One time I saw him a video, and I don't want to make this a Steve Harvey lynch mob, but I saw him smoking a cigar, and he was explaining, I get stressed out, and this is what I do. I don't want something, but it was just really, it was disappointing, because I know that many people look up to him for whatever reason, but uh, you know, I just don't think that he's a good leader, a good quality, well-rounded black man, for you all to be paying attention to, for you all to think that, oh, I'm gonna go to the success conference. Next thing you know, you somehow chilling in a damn nasty cigar lounge with your nasty self. I see some pictures of black women smoking some cigars, puffing them. I delete them. If I ever get anybody puffing up a cigar on my page, I'm like, that's nastier than cigarettes. That's why I don't want to. I want to be in an organization actually affiliated with cigar smokers. So I know, many people, that's not politically correct. We're supposed to get along with everybody. But if you're killing yourself and a drain on the economy, your poor health, I mean, everything that comes with tobacco related products, I mean, you're just a a negative investment of my time and of society's time. But I know, I mean, and that's why I got to point out. See, he's a controlled, unconscious black man. So he'll push the cigars and gambling and free drinks. Three poisons that will destroy a nation, that will destroy an economy. I was at the Congressional Black Caucus, and one woman, what was I, tobacco discussion on it may have been a legalization of marijuana, something to that effect. But a woman, one of the women's, I'm sorry, not woman, it's one of the women present. There was two of them, and they stood up and they were trying to get their time and their point across about the congresspersons taking money from these tobacco industries. So they were very, kind of raise the roof a little bit, but I appreciate them for that because there are people there that see exactly what's going on with these different black leaders, who don't have the good holistic frame of reference in terms of what's good for our community. And so this is why some of my presentations are so important. And because I'm able to address these things, and I go to different types of events where some of these lost souls may be, but they dressed up and with their mink coats and looking crazy, and some of them think that they're doing what they what successful people do, and we get these illusions. We get these illusions that this is okay. Well, it's not okay. So I just want to say again. So like I said, I went to, and there was something down at the Casino Live down in Arundel Mills, and I was just looking like, what? Why all these people here, man? I'm like, and it's just crazy. And then you have the lottery, which started out, black people controlled it, but when folks started realizing they can make money off of it, that was the war, the what's it called, the numbers wars, where the mafias tried to take it over, and then the state took it over from the mafia. So I just say, don't get caught up in the matrix, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, friends and allies. You can do better. Don't be lost listening to these lost soul Negroes who are put in place to keep you ignorant, to keep you a silly partying Negro, to keep you, in a fairy tale illusion world while you the most poorest people in this country. So that's all I have. I just wanted to drop that, brothers and sisters. So I appreciate everything. Check out my videos, check out my show. And matter of fact, and we got a conversation coming up. Gentrified coming to the DC area, the film from the makers of 7 a.m. And that's going to be coming on February the 18th, at the Arc Center Theater. So gentrified, ethnic cleansing, American style. So we're gonna, hopefully they say something about that. But you can get your tickets at gentrifiedmovie.com. So share this with some individuals. I know it may not necessarily be perceived as that important, but people are drinking themselves to death. People are gambling themselves to death. I mean, I don't have the statistics in front of me of how much people spend gambling, but I'm just thinking of how much people spend with their intellectual time uh, their time and their money and what they're doing to their body with the alcohol, all, taking away life from you. So it's demonic. But so yeah, so check that out. February 17th at the Arc in DC, premiere of the Arc of Gentrified. And one more thing, I'll close with this. Just some years ago, I went to a conference up there with a company that I was with, and just got a room or whatever, and I was on a call for this company, and they were sharing how yeah, you can get all these discounts, or you can get free tickets to gamble, or free whatever it is, tokens. You can tell I don't know nothing about. I never even ever bought a slot, never played jack deck, never whatever they shoot the rollies. Well, I grew up in the streets, but I mean, but when you are a child, you do childish things, but when you're adult, you grow up and you do adult things. But uh, yeah, so I recall how um, how this company had one of the people from the hotel, the Malasa, what hotel was it? I can't remember what hotel it was, but it was a convention out there, and they were, oh, we'll give you free tickets, free tickets to go and gamble. And I was just like, man, look at this. You talking about making money on one end, and you're gonna poison people's minds with gambling on the other end. So I'm like, all right, man. So that's what made me kind of think deeply. And I know people, yeah, you make your money, you spend it how you want. Okay, no. People program you. People program you to how to spend your money. And so that's all I had to say about that, man. I'm just, you know, it should have been something said, but rather recently, with everything going on with this MGM thing and people spending $40 million, investing $40 million into the casino, but they should have been investing in the black community, or investing in me. Actually, that's what you should be doing. That's what these different people should be doing. So that's all I have. This is Success Scholar Hakeem Shakur. Me. I'm here making moves. Honorable one, taking it to another level. Peace.